All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the show this evening. It is Tactical Thursday. We are back from the holiday break, and I have got, oops, forgot to put that on mute. So now that it is a new year, a new decade, we're going to be kind of starting over from the beginning, going over product search. We're going to try to keep it. We're going to try to keep it ready for everyone who is new to tactical arbitrage or just getting into this whole OA hustle, to be able to be here and learn. And then, of course, I'm also going to try to make sure that there are enough nuggets for the long-term users who are here to not get bored and things like that. So welcome. If you are on YouTube, please make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe and the bell so that you can get notified when we go live every week and when I put out other content, which is all going to be things that are FBA and arbitrage related. And of course, I will really appreciate it. I see Mac is over on YouTube on the commute home out in California, man. I appreciate you being here. Let's get started. Oh, I've got big news. So this week we have got more giveaways than typical. So, of course, we've got poly bags from ilovesupplies.com and my buddy Jonathan over there, who makes arguably the best poly bag in the business. We've also got 30 days of Amazon to Amazon Flips group from the OA Cheddar folks. They've got several Flips groups, which is, and they've got really great products that they show in there. But we're going to be giving away 5 30-day trials to OA Cheddar Flips. We've got a new sponsor on the show, which is Charles Leslie's Prep Center out in Oregon. So it's tax-free. And anybody who emails him and says, hey, I heard about you on Tactical Thursday, will actually get 100 products prepped for free and get the sign-up fee waived. So if you have been kind of thinking about going to a prep center but haven't done it yet, then you can go talk to my buddy Charles, tell him I sent you, and get 100 products prepped and shipped into Amazon absolutely on the house, and get the fee waived. And then, of course, we've got IP Alert to give away. We've got one Tactical Arbitrage Academy, some shirts. What else do we have? I think that might be it. Yeah, shirts. Yep. So let's go ahead and dive in. And before we actually dig into tactical arbitrage, I got an email today, and somebody wanted to talk about GroceryGate 2020, if you will. Fernando, where is it located? It's located in Oregon. The prep center is located in Oregon, so it's tax-free, in a tax-free state and all that stuff. And it's run by a guy who's been in the community for a long time, Charles Leslie. He runs the Side Hustle. It's a much bigger YouTube channel than I have. I will get it's actually an email. You got to email the guy, and I'll share that here in just a little bit. So I got an email today, wanted to talk a little bit about GroceryGate. Now, some other folks have put out videos on this already and talked about how you can find local wholesalers and things like that. And it's not hard. Doing a quick Google search for convenience wholesalers or grocery wholesalers I'm in Orlando, so I could do Orlando or Columbus or whatever. It's pretty easy to find a grocery wholesaler, and you don't need to find anybody who will who's going to make you any money, okay? And this is for those of you who may have gotten re-gated in grocery. I know it's happened to a lot of people lately. And whether we could speculate whether it's because of the news that's been out recently about people getting expired food or bad food or whatever the reason is, but it happens. So that is, it's not difficult to do, okay? It's a pain in the tuchus, and you might even be able to use places like Dollar Days, and there are a few other ones like AB Delivers. I can't remember if they still work or not. or if they'll still work with Amazon sellers or not. But there's a bunch of places out there. Now, the other thing that I actually found out in another Facebook group is there seems to possibly be an ASIN that is auto ungating in grocery right now. So I'm going to share that in the chat. There we go. And let me share it over in the YouTube chat as well. Drop that. That ASIN B07YP3P6K8 is supposedly auto ungating in grocery. So if you are gated in grocery, go give it a shot. Let me know if it works. I did not get gated in grocery, so I haven't. I can't try it on my own accounts. So hopefully that helps, though. But if that doesn't help, approved. Nice, Christine. That's awesome. So yeah, use that. Use that for gourmet. Perfect. So we got 2 approved, 1 no go. Kyle, if you've got a newer account, it may just be that they want. They're going to want more information from you. Okay. So you may have to go the route of doing a little extra work. Yeah, that just kind of happens, unfortunately. Chuck is approved. Perfect. So hopefully that is a little golden nugget. It is not original to me. I wish I had found that, but that was actually Tiffany of Eat Sleep Amazon who found that and shared that ASIN, but figured I could share it with you guys as well. Let's see here. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about getting ungated or who you need to contact or anything like that, if you need to go and get grocery approved, shoot me an email or something, and I'll send you over a couple of places that should work for invoices. Okay, Rachel, how's it going? Glad to have you here. Now, before we get started, I also, if you want to win one of the giveaways, we are going to be using the Wheel of Names as usual. So I'm going to drop that link as well. Go in and pop your name in there. I'm not asking for an email or anything, and that will sign you up for all the things that we've got to. Miriam, drop that in. I just dropped a link in there. Make sure to hit that link and go fill that out. And we'll be giving away a bunch of stuff at the end of the show. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Oh, let's see. We've got some questions over here. And then, of course, make sure to drop your questions at any time, and we will make sure to chat about those as well. Got this here. All right. Share that. Perfect. Okay. Oh, we've got a couple other questions that wanted to let me get to these before here. Ted says, I looked at my notes and cannot see where I wrote it down. Did you say that estimated monthly sales go back 30 days or is it longer? So estimated monthly sales in tactical arbitrage are for 30 days. However, those are also adjusted for seasonality. So what you're going to notice is something that maybe you sold in December that said it sells 75 a month may say 50 or even 35 in January because the estimated sales are adjusted seasonally. And then what you're going to notice is come say February, you're going to notice, you're going to notice that the estimated monthly sales for say things like, I don't know, chocolate covered cherries, they're going to end up increasing. Okay. Now, the other thing about estimated sales is it's not gospel. So I don't want you to ever take the estimated sales as gospel. Okay. It's good. It's probably one of the better ones on the market. But again, it's a computer doing the guessing for you. So the best thing to do is to look at the velocity on the history charts in your Keepa graphs. And you can also check things like recency and rate of reviews. Okay, you want to take that whole big picture and kind of put it together so that you can get a holistic view of what's going on with a product. And I've said this before, but a friend of mine, Jeremy, said it the other day in a post, and it's something to really remind ourselves on a fairly regular basis. We have to remember that even a Keepa graph, which goes in and grabs sales rank and things like that on a very regular basis, can only give us the data that Amazon gives. So like with sales rank, things that are in like the top 100,000 get updated like hourly. If things are above that, they may only get updated once a day, and that comes directly from Amazon. Okay, if you reach out to seller support, they'll tell you things like that. So we have to realize that even though items may sell 2, 3, or 4 a day, the sales rank may not get updated as quickly. And like let's say something in kitchen, for example, it could sell 2 times a day, but still be ranked over 100,000. And then the other thing is that sales ranks are not only a measurement of the velocity of the one particular product, but it's also in relation to the velocity of other products in the same category. So what that means is let's say that I've got an item that's ranked 100 in toys, and I have another item that is ranked, say, 75 in toys. Well, the item that's ranked at 100 may actually be selling faster than the item that's ranked at 75, but it may have just started taking off. And the item that's ranked number 75 may be selling slower, but it's sold a lot more and a lot more frequently over the past than it's currently selling. So it's kind of it's kind of weird to explain it all, but we want to look for velocity. We don't necessarily want to count number of sales because it's pretty much impossible. You can do really well with books. You can figure out, okay, well, this went from 1 million to 500,000, and then a couple of weeks later, it's back at 1 million, and then it sells and it goes down to 500,000. Those ones are easy to count. But when things are even at, say 150,000 in toys, you may not catch how often it sells by the rank dropping. And items can sell and the rank go up. So it's kind of weird how it all puts together. So we want to look for velocity over time, not necessarily, okay, this one sells 35 a month, this one sells 150 a month, and so on. So that was a really long-winded answer, but I hope that helps. Mike says, Happy New Year, Chris. Storefront Stalker question. I was uploading old CSVs of storefronts and wondering if TA will scan items those stores currently have or what they had at the time it was saved. Well, if you're actually using the ASINs from those storefronts, then it's going to scan the ASINs. But if you, we'll get into this when we use wholesale. If you have the storefront ID, you can actually scan the storefront itself inside of Tactical Arbitrage. But if you're pulling from Storefront Stalker, it's just going to be the ASINs that are there. Let's see. Same says, my question today is that I always get high rank products. What's the secret in finding low rank ones? So that one's kind of a loaded question. I mean, you could go pull all the ASINs of low rank products with Storefront Stalker Pro or something, or you could do a reverse search with the bestseller ranks, and you should be able to find items that are profitable. But again, we want to go back to that estimated monthly sales. It's not finding an item that's ranked number 1 with 75 or 100 other sellers may not actually be as good as finding something that sells 10 units a month with only one other seller who's merchant fulfilled, and I can control the buy box. So we've got to look at more than just rank. There's so many things to look at in a product. other than just rank. Let's see here. Gabriel says, you stated that you could get hit with an IP complaint even after you delete the listing. So should you just sail through until you get the complaint? I mean, you can get hit with an IP complaint at any time. You know, that there are people who've gotten hit with IP complaints after they've deleted a listing, or maybe they didn't delete the listing and it just is showing up. There's all kinds of things. If there's something that has an IP alert on it and you're selling it anyway, I would sell through. I mean, I'm willing to take that risk. I have a very old account. One IP complaint is not going to hurt me. You know, knock on wood. So I personally would sell through the item until there's an issue, and then I would handle the issue. Let's see. Will, can I start over? That's funny. Let's see. Congratulations. Good. Let's see. Don't type it, copy it. Can you go over valid IP complaints and not fake emails like your friend got? Oh yeah, that's actually a great one, Will. So Will brings up a great point, something that that happened to someone we all know and love. There are IP complaints that you should take seriously, which are going to come from Amazon. Okay, you're going to get an email. You should get a performance notification. And then there are going to be people who may try to send you an email via the seller, the buyer-seller messaging system. And it may have an attachment, which might look like a cease and desist letter, or it might just be a message saying, hey, you can't sell this, et cetera, and so on. So with the ones that come through the buyer-seller messaging, those people are breaking Amazon terms of service, okay? That is not how you're supposed to use the buyer-seller messaging, all right? So with those, I don't open up attachments. I'm not about to get a virus because someone thinks that they can send me an attachment on Amazon. So I mark those as spam, send it to Amazon, let them deal with it. A real IP complaint is going to come with from Amazon. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to those. Let's see here. Beast of Amazon, what's going on? Michael, over on YouTube, if the screen is blurry, I would go into your settings on YouTube and change it to like 720 or automatic, and it should link that right up. Yeah, thank you, Will. I mark those as response not needed and report them. Let's see here. Once you are approved for one ASIN, are you automatically approved in the whole category? Not necessarily, but if it said that you're approved for the grocery category, then you're approved for the grocery category. What I would do is give it 15 minutes and go check another grocery item. I have an issue where if I switch to basic view on TA data view, the data stops showing until I switch back to advanced view. Is this normal? Yes, it is fairly normal because the basic view and the advanced view are very different beasts. And tonight we're going to go over advanced product searches. And then next week we'll go over basic product searches, and I'll show the difference between them next week. I also did a video a couple of weeks ago, which is in the Tactical Thursday or Tactical Tuesday playlist on my YouTube channel that goes over them too. But the basic and advanced are very, very different. Advanced allows you to get much more granular, but if you don't have any filters set, then it's a little bit more wide open. With the advanced view, it's a little bit more closed off, okay? And it shows you less items, but tries to make sure that that they're matches, that they're profitable, things like that. Can you integrate Storefront Stalker with TA? I'm able to grab the ASIN from Amazon, but can't get into the categories from TA. We're going to talk about that when we do reverse search. Absolutely. That won't be tonight, just because we're going to end up coming up on time, but we will do that in reverse search. How can you differentiate between those fake IP complaints and not fake ones? Like I said earlier, real IP complaints, legitimate ones, are going to come from Amazon. They're going to come from Amazon. They're not going to come through buyer seller messaging system. Vikram received one from Retail Bloom. Now, Retail Bloom, they're a company that likes to go after sellers, and so like I'm gonna tell you my opinion, and this opinion is going to be a little bit different from a lot of other people that may get these. If I get a cease and desist, which is what Retail Bloom is sending out, so that they can bill hours to their client, I don't give a crap. Okay, those are things I'm just throwing out. If they want to get serious, they can send me an IP complaint through the proper channels, and then we'll talk about it. But if they're just sending me something through buyer seller messaging, or I've even gotten ones here at the house, like I don't care. Now, the ones I've gotten at the house have also come with bans on the websites, so I didn't have a choice but to stop selling that product. But they can take me to court if they want. I'll fight that battle. I wouldn't suggest that for everybody. I'd be willing to go to the mat, most likely, but that's not everybody's cup of tea either. Let's see here. Sorry, we got a couple more questions, and then we'll dig into some TA stuff. Hey, Chris, thanks for these videos. I'm looking to purchase the yearly subscription soon. Awesome, Raymond. Yeah, give me a shout before you grab the yearly subscription, and I'll do something to sweeten the pot for you. Let's see here. Fernando says, if you were to use debt to finance your sourcing, what is a good ratio of debt to inventory value by cost in order to grow but not take too much risk? That is a good question. Probably not one that's great for me, because my risk tolerance and your risk tolerance are going to be way different, okay? And our payouts are going to be different. So we use debt to finance all of our sourcing. We have what I would call a small Amazon loan, which we used to purchase product. And then we use credit cards for everything else. So I've basically got a 30-day float. However, I get daily payouts. So my credit card gets paid 2, 3, 4 times a week sometimes. So our debt ratio is really, really low. Like right now we're using, I don't know, maybe 2% of our total available credit to be able to source product, because we pay it off so quickly. Now, for other people, I know other people who have got $100,000 in loans, and they've got $95,000 in inventory at Amazon. So it really just depends. I would never bet more than you are able to lose. If you know that you could cover the nut on a $50,000 loan, then I would be willing to do it. But that's completely up to you. That one's a hard one to talk about. Let's see. Pretty sure I touched on this a few weeks ago, maybe just in a credit cards department, but not further. Can you share any knowledge on loans for inventory, whether from your bank or from a loan company? So I've never even tried to get a bank loan. I do know some people who have gotten them from like local financial institutions, or they've gotten credit lines. I know most people just use credit cards. But it's definitely possible to get a loan if you wanted to. If you're not getting an Amazon loan, and if you can't get a small business loan or you can't get a credit line, you could go out and get a Cabbage loan or a PayPal loan. Those ones are going to be some more expensive money. But the thing is, if you can flip it fast enough, then it really shouldn't be that expensive if you go and do the math. It would just depend on who you use. That may be something you and I talk about in private message or something, Christopher. If by any chance our inventory gets damaged in Amazon warehouse, is the loss covered by Amazon? So if an item is damaged, is warehouse damaged, per terms of service, it is supposed to be replaced or you are supposed to be reimbursed. So when an item is damaged by the warehouse, they have up to 45 days to reimburse you or replace your inventory, but you always want to set an alert to follow up with it, which I'm honestly not great at. But that is there for you to be able to do. Okay. Sorry. After 45 days, you may need to open a case if they haven't reimbursed you automatically. So now the things they do not have to reimburse you for, they do not have to reimburse you for customer damages. They don't have to reimburse you for switcheroos from customers. Like that's all the risk that we're taking as retail sellers. So, but anything damaged by the warehouse, they're supposed to cover. If it gets damaged on the way to the warehouse, they do not have to cover it. Okay, so you want to make sure you pack those boxes really, really well. Yeah, fire damage. Yeah, I mean, you get reimbursed for warehouse damage. Yeah. Let's see here. Is there weekly updates like this also for Tactical Bucket? So I'm not doing a weekly Tactical Bucket show, but I think in week 3 of this year, we're going to go over all the tools that I use. There will be affiliate links galore and all of that stuff, of course. But I'll also try to work out some deals on the software and stuff. And we could really dive deep into Tactical Bucket one week. Can you get daily payouts or is that a grandfathered perk? You can ask. I don't know of anybody who's been approved. But that's like, it's weird. Like I got daily payouts because my account's so old, and then they went to like biweekly payouts. And then there were some people a little bit who have like 2 or 3 year old accounts and they can get daily payouts. And then there's some who get weekly payouts. So they kind of change things around all the time. Who reimburses if the customer damages your product? That's on you, man. That's part of the risk we take as retail sellers. That just happens. All right, let's dig into some tactical arbitrage. Of course, if you guys have questions, make sure to ask them and I will get to them. And then, of course, yeah, so Gabriel got reimbursed on a Flipperoo. There are times when Amazon will reimburse you. I'm not saying don't ask. If you get a switcheroo or something from somebody, like you can definitely document it. Pull the product, document that it's not what you sent in, and ask for a reimbursement. And it used to be every single time I would get reimbursed, but it got to a point where I was never getting reimbursed for customer damages or like I got a pair of shoes back last week and I sent in an all black Adidas shoe, and what I got back, it was a basketball shoe, so high top basketball shoe, and what I got back was a low top in another size that was all gray and had been worn, and that I don't even try anymore. So let's see. I previously purchased Storefront Stalker Pro, and I know the potential of TA. Really want to streamline a process for TA to go to a prep center, and I only prep and package all my RA. Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a prep center that's that's a sponsor on the show now. It's Charles Leslie's Prep Center out in Oregon. But yeah, between watching these videos, shoot me a message if you have a question. I think you become pretty dangerous with tactical arbitrage. So before we get into an actual advanced product search this evening, there is something that I wanted to show you guys last year. I just never got around to it, and that I think everybody should be setting up in their tactical arbitrage account. And that is in the settings, under the notifications tab, in the auto updates section. I would suggest that you turn on auto update view data. Okay. Now, what this is going to do is, let's say that you do a scan with a 5 or a 7 day cache. Okay. And something comes through that has a positive ROI. Okay. But the data is 4 days old. All right. What's going to happen is that's going to stay in your view data, and TA is going to go on to the next product. But in the view data at the same time, it's going to update the product that has a positive ROI, so you get fresh data, okay? And that's going to happen if the last update was 12 hours or more ago, all right? So if any of the data is older than 12 hours, it's going to update that while your scan is still running. Now, you may see a very minuscule slowdown in speed, but I think that it's worth it because you're going to have more products that are updated to fresh data, okay? And so what I would suggest is you all go turn that on, okay? It's going to do a couple of things. It's going to give you fresh data. It's also going to give other people fresh data as scans happen over and over again. But this is something I know not a lot of people are using, and absolutely should have this turned on, in my opinion, because it's just going to, it may end up that maybe something was on sale 3 days ago and it's not on sale anymore, so it would have been a positive ROI, and then you go and update it yourself and you get irritated because, well, now it's not on sale, so the price is up and it's now a negative ROI, and then people are like, oh, well, that it was wrong, it gave me the wrong data. Well, this will fix that in a lot of cases, okay? So it's called auto update view data. It's in the notifications tab under auto updates. I would really suggest you go in there and turn that on, okay? Now let's go to product search. Actually, going to shut that one down. Refresh this. Richard, did I do the giveaway wheel link? I have shared it once, but I will share it again. Let's go ahead and share that link. This link here that I'm dropping in the chat, both in Zoom and on YouTube. You can go pop your name in there. We've got several giveaways tonight. We've got 30 days of the Amazon to Amazon Flips group from OA Cheddar. We've got 100 bags from ilovesupplies.com, some tactical arbitrage shirts. One person is going to win a Tactical Arbitrage Academy membership. And then we've got 2 people who will win copies of IP Alert. Let's see here. What is your thoughts on products you find? Are they 50-50 using coupons or just the retailer dropping price? So a lot of the products that are now, okay, I'm going to be honest with David. Asked a great question. Am I going out and finding coupons, or is it mostly from sales and things? I am typically a sale hunter. Okay, I'm not very often going out and finding many coupon codes. Okay, I'm not trolling Retail Me Not and Rakuten and all these other places to find as many coupon codes as I should or can. Now, if they come via email, I'm on it. Okay, JCPenney has coupon codes all the time, which is typically also at the top of their site. Actually, one of my replens, which is a clothing item, that's a replen. So if you're thinking about replens for this year, they don't just have to be grocery. Okay, they can be all kinds of things. Comes from JCPenney, and I only buy it when they have like their 20 or 30% off sales. but typically I'm finding sales. I'm finding I'm finding sales. I'll find some coupons, and then I even buy things at full price. So it doesn't always have to be that it's just a sale, but that's going to be your low hanging fruit. Lionel, have I tried military discounts for RA? I was never a distinguished member of the military, so I've never been able to get a military discount for RA. I do know some others who do it, and then I know others who take a stance that they don't use it for retail arbitrage. I think if you earned it by being in the military, you deserve to use it as you please. So if there are military discounts at places, I would do it. Absolutely. I just signed up for TA and for a 10% discount. Awesome. Awesome, Jeanette. Let's see here. Should we just copy all those auto update settings you have on your screen? Probably not a bad idea. They're probably not set the best right now, but when we go over settings, we'll talk about those. We'll talk about those again. Let's see. So isn't it auto update view data pretty much the same as if we were doing a live search? Yes, it is. What will be the point of using cache if it is auto updating all items at the same time? So that's a good question. It's only updating the items if the data is over 12 hours old. So a lot of people want to think that, you know what, I'm going to go scan Walmart and, I'm probably nobody's scanning. No, Walmart is getting scanned 24/7, 365. Okay. So a lot of the times the data is going to be fairly fresh on a Walmart scan. Okay. And I want things to go as fast as possible. So what using this particular feature does is it allows you to use the cache to make scans faster. But if no one has updated the one particular item within 12 hours, it updates it for you while your scan is continuing. So it's kind of a hybrid. Okay. Live is going to be slow. It's going to go grab all the data live from everywhere. With the cache on, we get to use the speed of the cache, but with that auto update feature, we also get items to be updated if the data is over 12 hours old. Now, if there are sales going on, things like that, I can guarantee you that someone's probably been there before you or at the same time as you. So you're probably going to get fairly fresh data. Hassan, you wanted to watch live on YouTube, but somehow couldn't find it. You can search Tactical Thursday, Christopher Grant, and my channel pops up. I guarantee it. I don't have a link handy at the moment. Sorry, guys. Got a little cotton mouth this evening. Okay. So let's start digging into tactical arbitrage and actually doing a product search. Okay. So we're going to go to the product search screen. Now, one of the first things that I would suggest is that you do go look for discounts. Okay. And one of the best places and free places is going to be salesgazer.com. Now, what this is it's a tool that myself and a good friend of mine came up with the idea, and then he built it. And it's basically just a spam box for you. Okay. It grabs all of these emails and puts them in here, and you can search them, you can look through them, and you can find out where sales are happening. Okay. So for example, let's see here. Chico's is having a 40% off sale. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see who else we've got going on so we can start a search. Tanga, Left Lane Sports. Trying to find something easy. You know what we'll do is let's do this. Let's do. Can't remember if that's built in there or not. Nope, didn't think so. Oh, here we go. Wrong one. Let's do this. All right, so what we've got here is I did a 20 search for the messages, and now we've got everything where they've got 20 in the messages, okay? So Vitamin Shop is 20% off, must order by midnight, okay? So this would be a great place to go and do a scan. So we're gonna go do a scan right here. Let's go and open this up and see. Go to the mat for your best self, 20% off your order of 75 or more. And it looks like it's probably just about everything. Beauty products. Actually, you know what? We're just going to do beauty. Let's select beauty products. Now let's take a look at that. Once I open an account, how do I get a list of retailers? My inbox is empty. Just head up to this gear icon up here, the top right-hand corner. And I'll dig in. I'm going to dig into this this product when we go over all the tools and everything. But go up to the gear icon at the top right, and it's going to go really, really slow right now because I'm recording. But you'll have the opportunity to pick a bunch of stores from that gear icon. Hey, Tiffany, what's going on? Thank you. Thanks for showing up tonight. I appreciate that. Yeah, so once you're in the gear icon, you'll be able to pick from all the stores, turn them on, turn them off as you like. You see, I don't check rockport.ca or DC shoes in Germany or anything like that. But we'll kind of go into this in a couple weeks as well. But it's free, so go in there. You're not going to break anything. And let's see here. Looks like Racket or Top Cashback may be the best cashback for this place. What's Top Cashback showing me here? They've got 10% cash back. So we've got 10% cash back. I wonder if there's any gift cards. No gift cards. That's all right. Okay. So we've got cash back we can do here. We've got 20% off, and we've got 176 items of natural beauty. Now we've got to see if those prices are code flex. No, that's with a code. So all these items are on sale, and if we add them, we should get another 20% off. I always like to double check. Oh, 75 bucks. That's not gonna be there. So anyway, 75 bucks, we should get that. What's the name of the extension for cashback? That is an extension I built called Rev ROI. Rev ROI. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do a quick scan on this particular page. Okay. Delete this. Do vitamin. Oh, I got this set to Australia. I was checking something for somebody. There we go. All right, so I've got my cash set to 10 days. If you have a newer account, 10 days may not be an option for you, but just use whatever the longest cache is available to you, okay? Make sure not to have your cache only search turned on or you'll miss a lot of things. Make sure not to turn on UPC sites and products only. You don't want that turned on. The image match algorithm is really, really good. Also check UPC products for image matches. Turn this on, okay? If a particular product doesn't have a UPC or UPC just isn't matching, TA can also do an image search. You want to be able to make sure to see that as well. Now, we're sourcing from the US, sellingit.com. We're going to do the vitamin shop is what we're going to choose here. Vitamin. Oh, is it not pulling up? Oh, vitamin shop must be in the hospital. Shoot. That's all right. We'll find another one here. Can you send me a link for the ASIN Pincher Google Chrome extension? That's on my Gumroad account, but if you shoot me an email at chris@cleartheshelf.com, I will be happy to get that over to you. Let's see. Do you know if Storefront Scheduler is still working? It's still working for me. I've got a list that comes to me every single day. Rhonda, shoot me an email and I will reach out to the developer via Facebook and get them to contact me. If there's something wrong with it, I'll find out for sure. All right, let's find a new place. Sorry, guys, that was kind of a bust. Let's find another place here. Do you have any ASINs to Ungate beauty products? I don't. What's a Gumroad account? Gumroad is a shopping cart for digital products. So like if you go to gum.co/rev ROI, that is how you can get a copy of Rev ROI. Gumroad is just the shopping cart that I use to host that. If you scan a sale that just started on a website, would using a large cache matter, or would you have to use live only? So no, let's say that a sale just started like right now. If I use as much cache as is available to me, as long as you do not have cache only turned on, then it will pull the data live, even if you have it set at say 10 days, okay? So I just always leave the cache turned on personally. I know other people who they only do live searches, and that's fine. There's no wrong way. I just like hot, nasty speed. So I do it this way. All right, let's find buy one, get one 50% or 25% off. Got my flash. So this is the boring part. Okay, this is the part that a lot of people don't want to do. Looking through emails and things like that to try and find the sales and where they should go and do searches and things like that. I got Lord and Taylor. Let's see what else we got going on. There's a ton of emails just from today. This thing is crazy. Yeah, Vitamin Shop just seems to be in the TA hospital right now. I know it's been in there before. Oh, here we go. This should be an easy one. Target's having 25% off video games. Yeah, Christine. So not everyone has 10 days. I have my TA account is like 2.5 years old, I think. It's 20. Yeah, like it's old. Okay. So I have the ability to have 10 days. What happened is Alex lowered the price of Tactical Arbitrage. So those of you who have gotten in later than me get to pay a lower price, but he had to reduce the amount of cache to reduce the server load. Okay. So you get a lower price, but you get a little less cache available. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a Target scan. Some people say there's no money to be made at Target. I know that's not true. Actually just bought a lot of things for there the other day doing OA. And what we're going to see here is it looks like they have 25% off video games. We're going to find if it's select video games or if it's the entire video game category. And let's see here, up to, that's Bed Bath Candles and Storage. Select video games when you use order pickup. So this won't be for everybody. Up to 25% off plus extra 15% off Bed Bath Candles and Storage. So you know what? We're going to do this. Let's do the home sale. Oh, these ones aren't clickable here. All right, so we're actually going to skip the video games, okay? And if you go to places like Target, you want to source from a place like Target, I would suggest you look in places that are outside of just toys and games. And this home sale will be a perfect example, okay? So we're going to go to target.com. This Sometimes these are not clickable in SalesGazer just due to the way that the emails come through. So what we can see here is up to 25% off plus an extra 15% off bed, bath, candles, and storage. So we are going to find out what's going on here. So we're going to go to deals and let's look at the top deals. Oops, let's go back. It was right there on the front page. Let's do the home sale. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to bedding. So save up to 20% on bedding and bath, plus we get an extra 15% off. So let's go in here to bedding and bath. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look at bedding sets and collections. And one place that I know that there are places to make some coin are going to be, let's see if I can find it here. I'm going to be in the kids section, okay? Bed size. That's not really going to matter. That's okay. Let's do the whole thing. So what we're going to see here is we're going to see a bunch of stuff that's 59 to 79. That's fine. What I really want is I really want the kids stuff. That stuff is much better typically. Let's go to kids bedding. See if we can go back to kids bedding. Here, we'll do it this way. Kids bedding, just so we don't have to take all night. We'll do comforter bedding sets. Yeah, their sales are often different, but they've got 15% off still, so we should be all right. All right, so we're just going to do this. And in the kids bedding, sorry, I got to find the right ID here. Anyway, rather than finding it there, we will go and use an easy bulk. So we're going to choose target.com. And then here, I'm going to search bedding. As soon as my computer decides to wake up. There we go. And now I'm just going to pull in Minecraft to the character shop. And let's see what else. Got boys room, girls room, kids bedding. Perfect. I'm just going to add all of those to the bulk list. And then it looks like theirs may have been different. So what we're going to do is in the source price adjustments, we are going to do a 15% store discount. And then if we go over to Rev ROI, we can see that top cashback might pay 2.3%. These cashbacks for targets, they're always going to be kind of staggered depending on what category it is. So I'm not going to use these tonight, but we're going to check discount gift cards. Card Cookie shows 10%. I've never used them. I've used Card Pool and they're showing 8%, but a lot of times this will just be for like a $25 gift card. So I'm going to check out Raise and see what kind of deals they have on gift cards. So 3.7 on a big one. So I'm going to do 3.7% off. Okay. It's nice and easy, and right off the top, we can do a nice big gift card. Okay. Now, if you have sales tax where you're shipping to, you're going to want to put that in as well. Now, I have sales tax here in Florida, so if I have it shipped here, it's 7%. If I use a prep center, it's going to be 0. Okay. Is Rev ROI free? Typically, because I do have monthly server costs, it's typically $4.95 a month. But if you want Rev ROI and you use code full-time FBA, you can get it for free. It won't cost you anything. Let's see here. State sales tax. Now, in this next section, in the remove section, here is where a lot of folks start saying, you know what, I'm going to go hard on these filters, okay? And they start putting in remove ranks over X and remove if the estimated sales is less than 50 and so on and so forth. So what I would suggest is you go very loose, be very liberal with your filters, okay? Make sure to put in your discounts, but down in the remove section, just remove if the estimated sales is less than 1, okay? Anything more than that, it's gonna, I mean, if you did 5 or 10, that would be fine, but you're also going to miss things that would be really good for you. Okay. So just remove estimated sales as less than 1. And we're going to let Tactical Arbitrage do some wide filtering. And then we're going to use our own gut, our own brain to figure out what we should and shouldn't sell. Okay. Remove if the number of sellers is less than X or more than X. I wouldn't use this in particular here. This has a great use in, say, looking for wholesale accounts. But whether there's 15 or 50 sellers, it doesn't matter how many sellers there are. It matters how many competitive sellers there are. Okay. And then it also matters how many competitive sellers there are compared to how many people are, I'm sorry, how many competitive sellers there are compared to the velocity. So I would hop on a listing that, say, is selling 1,000 a month if there are 25 other competitive sellers, and I get my little share of the buy box. Okay. And then, of course, I have to realize what the price may end up coming down and things like that. But I would still get on something like that. Now, if there were 25 competitive sellers and it's only selling 25 a month, or what I think is only 25 a month, then I'm either going to go very shallow and figure out, well, maybe I'm wrong and I can see that it's selling more, or I'm right and I only got 1 sale for the entire month and that's it. Okay. You can remove if the number of competitive FBA sellers is more than X. If you use this, I would suggest that you go wide. Okay. You also want to take into account the number that people have in stock. So let's say that you go up and there's 15 competitive sellers, but the lowest 5 only have 1 in stock. Okay, then I might go a little bit deeper because I can see the other 10 people have 5 or 10 or 15 or 25 or whatever in stock. How do you estimate how many sales per month? You can use Tactical Arbitrage. Estimated sales per month is there, but you also need to look at the velocity on Keepa. Okay, estimated sales are just that; they're only an estimation. Okay, it's a good guess by a good algorithm, but there's only one way to know for sure, and that's going to be to put product in Amazon. Okay, but outside of that, you just have to kind of take a measured guess is what you need to do. Thanks, Fernando. I appreciate that. Remove third-party sellers from results. This happens automatically for places like Sears. You can do it for other sources as well. I suggest it on Walmart. Target only has like 1 or 2 third-party sellers currently, so it's really not too big of a deal right now, but eventually it may be. Don't remove oversized products. Oversized products sell. And even though they're a little bit more difficult to send in, it can often be worth your time. Okay. Remove if Amazon contains no weight or size data. I wouldn't use that either. If it doesn't have any weight or size data, it's probably someone who was merchant fulfilling it, and maybe you can get that fixed and be the only FBA seller, or whatever reason you can get that fixed. You can remove if Amazon is also a seller and now in stock. The reason I would not use this is because you may find something where Amazon's in stock right now, but maybe they go in and out of stock on a very regular basis. Okay. And so I wouldn't suggest using this. You can use your eyes with a history chart, with a Keepa graph, and figure that out. You can remove if the number of reviews is less than X. I wouldn't use that because you don't want to remove good selling items that just don't have a lot of reviews. You can remove if the rating is lower than X. Again, I wouldn't use this either unless I was looking at maybe clothing. Remove products with a source price of less than X or more than X. So this one's not necessarily a bad idea. Let's say I don't want to source anything that has a source price. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't use this because your source price, it could, if it's $1 and I can sell it for 10, then I'm going to buy it. Okay. But maybe you don't ever want to spend more than $20 or $50 on a single product. You could put that in here. Okay. I would suggest that you get, you don't, but you can if you really, really want to. Remove products with an Amazon price of less than X or more than X. Let's say you don't want to sell anything less than $9. You could use that filter in there. Maybe you don't want to sell anything that's more than, say, $150 in sale price. You could do that as well. I would just leave it blank and look at things on a case-by-case basis. I would never want you to pass over something that would be a really great buy just because one of the filters is on. You can remove products if the Amazon title contains the word or words. Now, a lot of people will remove things like pack or PK or count or count. You can do that if you want to make sure that things don't show up for you. Personally, if I can sell something in a multi-pack, I'm going to do it, especially if it's profitable. So I would not necessarily suggest using this, but there are some people who absolutely don't want to see any of that. You can remove products containing the brand or brands. So if you know that you can't sell Nike, maybe you know that you can't sell Spin Master or something like that, you could put those in here. You can also put those in the settings, which we'll go over in a few weeks, where you can have all of those brands that you can't sell. You want to make sure to keep an eye on those as you get ungated and get those out of there as you can. Okay. You can remove product if the Amazon buy box is not at least X times the store price. Don't use this. Okay. It was asked to be put in there, because some people, there used to be this rule of 3 when you're buying to sell on Amazon. And it would be, if I buy something for $5, I need to be able to sell it for 15, because $5 in buy cost, $5 in Amazon fees, $5 in profit. Okay. And that's not going to be the case all the time anymore. So I would not suggest you use that. Now, in the source titles, you're really not going to use these. You can remove words from source titles, remove products if the source title contains. These things were before the image match was really good, and so I would not use them anymore. Okay. In your cost and fees, you want to make sure that all your costs and fees are in here. So I pay 50 cents to my prepper to prep products. So I put that in here, and then I put my cost per pound to ship to Amazon in here as well, and I estimate that at around 50 cents per unit. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have these in here correctly. Make sure that you know how much your prep center is charging. Okay, whether it's $1, $1.50, or whatever it is, you want to know how much it costs per unit if it's a bundle, and put those in here so you get the right ROIs, the right profit numbers in here. Okay. Now your profit and ROI, you're going to see here that I have it at $1 in profit and a gross ROI of 10%. I would suggest that you keep them that loose or looser. Maybe maybe 50 cents in profit and 1% ROI or whatever, but don't ever go in here and say, well, I only want items with $10 in profit and 100% ROI, okay? Because you're going to severely limit yourself, okay? Make sure that you're using some wider filters, and then of course you can say, you know what, this item makes me $1, and maybe it's a 20% profit margin, but there are these other items that are making $7 and a 40% profit margin. I'm going to go after those first, and then you can always come back to the other items, okay? If you're running scans on a regular basis all the time, you really should be able to have more products in your pipeline than you should be able to buy, unless you have an absolute ton of capital. And if that's the case, hit me up and we'll talk about what you can do with that. Now, in the other filters, I would not typically use also show no match found results. In a couple weeks, I'm going to share some ideas I have around these with you guys, but never use show only no match found results either. You're going to have items show up that just don't have matches, okay? But again, we're going to talk about how to maybe use these in the future, okay? It's a whole process and things like that. I would turn on also show Amazon out of stock results. Make sure that's always on. If a product is not in stock on Amazon by a third-party seller or by Amazon themselves, Tactical Arbitrage will take it out and won't show it to you, okay? So you always want to have this turned on so that if it's out of stock on Amazon, you get to see it, and hopefully you can be the person that brings that item back in stock on Amazon, okay? I would not use show only Amazon out of stock results. And then in most cases, I would suggest that you turn on this also show reverse search results of more sources. Go ahead and turn on UPC sites and the title and image sites because this will allow it so that if you find something at Target, well, Tactical Arbitrage will go out and look at Kohl's and look at Walmart. And if there's matches there that are profitable, then you'll be able to see those as well, and maybe it's better, okay? So we're going to go ahead and just hit start on this. There may not be time to go through the view data since it's already 9:15. But if some products pop up, we'll go and take a look. What we'll do is next week I'll make sure to have run a scan ahead of time so that we can do a view data comparison between advanced and basic searches. Okay, so let me know what kind of questions you guys have. Where might I have lost you guys? You can't make the link work using a direct search. With Target, you don't use the link. You use the digits after the N and the dash. So with this particular Target kids betting link that you shared here, what you would use is 5XTYH. Okay. One of the things that you can always do, let's start a new search here. Whenever you're doing a search and you're not 100% sure what a URL structure should look like from the site, is pull it up. Okay, so we're going to pull up Target here. Pull up Target, and in the category example, you can always get an idea of what's going on, what you need to be able to put into the category. Okay. How much is a ton of, if you got more than you can spend, you got like 50 grand lying around, let's talk. We'll figure out a way to get that spent and make us both some money. I jest a little bit. I really don't need any capital. Let's see here. Perfect. Fernando got it working. Awesome. Both saying, I've been waiting for your live streaming for 2020. Can't understand 100%. Awesome. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Yeah, I will. I will shoot out a little reminder. If you're on the YouTubes, please do make sure to smash that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps me out quite a bit, gets this video in front of more people. And then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and things like that. I would greatly appreciate it. Lots of questions, but I'm driving, so can't ask. Next week I'll ask. Perfect, Jeanette. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know if there are any TA chat rooms on the chat room apps? I don't believe so. You mean like not ManyChat? Sorry, that's a marketing thing. You mean like WhatsApp or something like that? There aren't any that I'm aware of, and there aren't any Slack channels that I'm aware of. I don't know. Maybe I'll start something. Let's see. There's ManyChat. There's Slack. There's a few others. Facebook Messenger, of course. I mean, we could get one started. We could get one started or something. I'll think about that. All right. Let's take a look and see if there's any data in here. Go to the search manager. And if there's no questions, what we'll do is we'll go give some stuff away. Discord, thank you. Discord. I forgot I went and pulled Minecraft items. I thought that was just betting. That's all right. I'll do a good scan next week and we'll take a look at it. All right. So it doesn't seem like anybody has any questions. A little rusty tonight. First show back after a 2-week break, but that's all right. Let's see. Would you mind going over why you wouldn't remove this filter? Remove if Amazon is also a seller and now in stock. Yes. So we talked about not using the remove if Amazon is also a seller and now in stock. So let's see. We'll just take a look here and see if there's any on here. I've got a product in mind, but I can't show it to you because I know that I have flipped it several times and I know people that are currently on it. But okay, the reason I would not do that is, let's say this product here, for example, let's say that Amazon is in stock on this particular Funko Pop, okay? This Funko Pop here would be in stock by Amazon, and let's say that they go in and out of stock on it regularly, okay? And what I mean by that is Amazon has it in stock for 2 days, and then they're out of stock for a week, and then it's back in stock for 2 or 3 days, and then it's out of stock for 10 days, okay? If I happen to do this scan while Amazon is in stock, I would totally miss this item, okay? And I may be able to sell in the cracks and crevices where Amazon goes out of stock, okay? That's what Amazon Flips is all about, okay? You buy something from Amazon while they're in stock, and they go out of stock on a regular basis, and then you flip it and sell it at a higher price when Amazon's out of stock. You could do the exact same thing with arbitrage products from Target and Walmart and all these other places. You can sell in the cracks and crevices when Amazon is out of stock on a product that you buy from Walmart or Target or wherever. So that's why I would suggest that you don't remove if Amazon's also a seller and now in stock. Christopher, I like that idea. We may have to go back and forth on that because there probably would need to be some skin in the game for a chat like that. That way, kind of make sure people are participating and stuff like that. So I'm gonna toss that around a little bit. What was the website to see discount emails? It's Sales Gazer. salesgazer.com. It's salesgazer.com. I'll share that in the YouTube chat as well. It is 100% free. Does not cost a penny. To view products, do we use the dashboard view or from Search Manager? It doesn't matter. You can get to it several ways. So I went to the Search Manager to see how many products were showing up. You can go to the product view search page here, and there will be a place where you can hit view data. Sorry, going back to the product search. So like you can hit view data from up here. You can click this view data button right here, and then you're going to have a drop down. Delete. Sorry, my computer runs really slow when I'm running so much video. You click the view data here, and it'll take you to view data. So it all just depends on where you click. Chris, how do we delete a long list of saved search parameters? So if you're talking about these used saved filters, the only way to do it is to go one by one. But if there's another way you mean, let me know. Can you show the best way to set the notification on settings? I cannot currently. I cannot go back into my settings with you guys live because it'll show my MWS keys, and I can't do that. Dan, you mentioned about a prep center in Orlando. Do you have any link suggestions? Shoot me an email at chris@cleartheshelf.com. I'll get you hooked up with the name of that place and a referral over there. He's a good dude. Hi, Happy New Year. Thank you, man. Let's see. Is there a way to find out if a product is being sold over MSRP on Amazon? I mean, sometimes it'll tell you what the MSRP is, but I mean, not really. I guess what are you trying to get at? Finding out if something's being sold over MSRP. MSRP is manufacturer's suggested retail price, or what's called sticker price yet. Trying to use the category. I have to click on each category within bed and bath deals on Target as an example and click on the extensions, comforters, quilts, pillows, etc. You don't necessarily have to, okay, so you're wondering if you have to go down every single rabbit hole in the bed and bath category. You should be able to do, so what I would do personally with the bed and bath deals is I would just do the top level, okay? So we go to, let's go to categories and main menu, categories. Oh. So here's what I would do personally. I go to this home sale and I'd go to save up to 20% on bedding and bath. And personally, I would just use this category ID right there, okay? Because I don't, I'm just not going to go down into every single one of these and figure it out. Search ran in seconds. I'll look into it. Shoot me an email or a message, and I'll see what's going on. Let's see. Has Alex been rescued from Australia yet? He's in a safe place. Him and a lot of people are in safe areas, and he's one of them. So he's not even worried. But Australia is, man, that sucks. On free tactical bucket, when it saves a CSV file, TA won't pad it. Do I need to format the CSV file somehow? It won't load it. Greg, shoot me an email with the CSV file. It should accept it, but I need to look at it. The reason is to maybe avoid listing products that are being sold over MSRP, maybe because they might get a restricted buy box. There's probably not going to be a great way to do that. Not that's worth your time anyway. Kai, is it one time? No, do not purchase the XPath Builder. Please don't do that. After 72 hours, does the search stop or do the products go to the dashboard that have been identified? So what happens after 72 hours is your search can run for 72 hours. During that whole 72 hours, the products are going to the view data page, okay? And they stay there until you delete them, all right? Or move them to a saved folder. Now, at 72 hours, if your scan is not finished, so let's say that I'm trying to scan all of Target, for example, it would not be finished in 72 hours. So your scan will stop. And what you would have to do is you'd have to go in and figure out where it stopped, and then you could pick it back up where it stopped and continue it going again in a new 72-hour scan. All right, we've got 88 names in here. We're going to do some giveaways. I do want to ask really quick, did anybody miss putting their name in for some of the prizes tonight? All right, I'm going to go ahead and No. Don't. I would not avoid listings that are being sold over MSRP. Okay. So what's happening right now is we're seeing more and more suppressed buy boxes. Okay. Just meaning that there is no buy box anymore for some reason. And typically it's because Amazon has went out and scraped other websites and sees that other websites are selling it cheaper than what third-party sellers are offering it to customers on Amazon. Okay. Now, having a suppressed buy box does not mean that sales stop. It does typically mean that sales slow down on that particular product. The velocity will slow down. Okay. But it does not mean that you shouldn't sell it necessarily. Okay. So I wouldn't try not selling things over MSRP. I mean, it's just gonna happen. Is there an easy way within keep a category tree to export all the Amazon and subcategories? No, there is not, unfortunately. Yeah. Alton, send me a message with what you want to do. Let me look into that a little bit. Send me an email, Chris at Clear the Shelf, and tell me what you're trying to accomplish there, and we'll figure something out. All right, I'm going to call it. We've got 92 names in here. We're going to start pulling some names to win some prizes. Throw these in here. So this evening, the first thing we're going to do is my buddies over at oacheddar.com/flips are giving away 5 30-day trials to their Amazon to Amazon flips group. Okay. And this is all about buying on Amazon, flipping back on Amazon, like we talked about. So we've got 5 of these to give away. Okay. So what you're going to have to do is, if I call your name, you're going to need to shoot me an email with what you won, okay, to chris@cleartheshelf.com, and then I will hit you back with all the details on how to get hooked up with 30 days from the OA Cheddar guys. So the very first winner of OA Cheddar flips for 30 days is C. Shoot me an email. We'll get you hooked up with the Amazon Flips group. And the second winner is going to be, excuse me. Second winner is going to be Dan Steffen. Dan, you get 30 days from the OA Cheddar dudes. And the third winner What if I want to get in the flip group? How much would it be? I can't remember off the top of my head how much it is. But if you go to oacheddar.com/flips, it should be right on there. Chris B., you are the third winner of 30 days of OA Cheddar Flips. And the fourth winner is going to be Iknon. Iknon, you win 30 days in the OA Cheddar Flips group. And then the final winner for the OA Cheddar Flips group is Sandy C. You get 30 days as well. So guys, make sure to shoot me an email at chris@cleartheshelf.com. Now the next thing is a sweet tactical arbitrage shirt. I'm going to give away 2 of these. If you are a winner, you'll need to email me, and I'll need to know the color and the size that you want, as well as your address. So we've got 2 of these to give away, and the first one is, let's see, the first one goes to Ted K. Ted, shoot me an email and I'll get you taken care of. These come directly from Amazon, so they print them and ship them once I order them. Second winner is Gabriel L. You win a shirt as well. Let's give it away. We're gonna give away 3 bags from ilovesupplies.com. It's 100 bags from ilovesupplies.com, but we'll do 3 winners tonight. And now if you happen to win, I need to get your address sent over to me and what you won. Alfredo, you won 100 bags from ilovesupplies.com. And the second winner is going to be Dawit. Dawit, you get 100 bags as well. And the third winner is Maria. Maria, 100 bags from ilovesupplies.com as well. Let's do a couple of tactical arbitrage shirts. We've got 2 TA, or wait, I already did that, didn't I? Sorry, 2 IP alerts. Richard R., you get a copy of IP Alert. Shoot me an email, and I will get you taken care of for a copy of IP Alert. And the second winner is going to be Billy M. Billy M., shoot me an email. I'll get you a copy of IP Alert. And now the big winner this week, of course, is going to be for Tactical Arbitrage Academy, to learn all the things and access to the Facebook group and all of that stuff for TA Academy. The winner for that this week is going to be Keith S. Richard, if you won IP Alert and you already have it, just shoot me an email and we'll talk about getting you compensated with something else. Keith, you won a lifetime membership to Tactical Arbitrage Academy. So shoot me over an email. My email is chris@cleartheshelf.com. Pretty easy to remember, but I popped it there in the YouTube chat. Pop it here in the Zoom chat as well. All right. And guys, do me a solid favor. Shoot me an email with any questions you guys have, anything you want me to go over in the coming weeks. The weekly show is back on. So we're going to have a lot of stuff to go through over the next 50 weeks or so. Make sure to shoot me an email if you won something from me. And then please make sure to visit the sponsors, ilovesupplies.com, oacheddar.com, and everything else will be in the description. Make sure to smash that like button. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. I'll see you guys next Thursday at 8 p.m., and we'll do this thing all over again. Have a great night, guys.